Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first podcast of hopefully a series of podcasts on this wonderful platform that I've been exposed to, and the rest of you as well. That's something I want to talk about today, exposition. We've been exposed to a lot of things, guys, and it's not good. Some are good. Flowers, trees, bottle caps, those are kind of cool, you can flip them. Pencils are really cool. But things that aren't so cool that we've been exposed to, juice, orange juice especially, too much pulp, it's just gross. Teeth are gross. Toes are just, bodies are kind of nasty. Something I really do like is pins. P-I-N-S, pins. And they're kind of, I've got a collection of pins. Maybe one day I'll show that off. It's kind of something I've been doing over the years, collecting pins from mostly Disney World. And that's a very good exposition. Very glad I've been exposed to pins. Very happy about that. Anyway, I've gone on a tangent. How's everybody doing today? Tell me how you are. I'd like to know. I really am curious to know how you're doing. I hope this podcast finds you doing very well. So I want to talk about a couple things today. Not too much. There's not too much going on right now. I just kind of want to introduce the podcast slowly. Make the first one a little short, concise. Not too many broad topics. This one's going to be a solo podcast. I'm not going to have any guests on. I am hoping in the future I can have some guests on in the podcast. But I don't know how I'm going to do that. So we'll have to find out. First of all, I would like to say a big shout out to Erica. Thank you so much. You've given me this idea, and I've taken it, and I'm testing it out. It's just something fun to do. I'm a young kid. What can you, we're all searching for entertainment. That's all we want in this world. And this could be entertaining. It could be fun. So, thank you, Erica. Thank you to all my fans who came out and commented on my Instagram post, which introduced this entire thing in the first place. One thing I also would like to say is that, Erica, if you're listening, I would like for you to be on the podcast. That'd be pretty cool, huh? It's like the two inventors of the podcast itself coming together. That's the day that the world will collide with another planet or a moon. Possibly a spacecraft. Maybe like a large Russian spacecraft. That could be pretty cool, I think. Another thing I want to say is that school's kind of rough, and not that I have any problems with it specifically, but, man, it is not fun. Second period's pretty fun, Miss Casey's class. That period's pretty solid. Everything else, it's just whatever, School, that's how it's gonna be. But, second period is when I conspire a lot. Talk a lot about a lot of different things. Milk is weird. I'm gonna go on a tangent here about milk. First of all, teats are weird. I don't understand them. Why do men have nipples? So many questions. Biology, whatever can answer those questions. I'm not going to Google it. But milk, the fact that cows, humans, any mammal makes milk is just weird. And why can other animals drink, like why can we drink cow milk? Why aren't we just drinking human milk all the time? I feel like it'd be the best for us because we're humans, like that's our species, man. I don't want to go off on a tangent actually. I said I was going to, but I'll just get heated. I do want to talk about mama bird, baby bird. You know, birds should just make milk at that point. And birds should just have teats. Because that's disgusting. In that sense, I'm kind of glad that we have breast milk. Because I do not want someone to chew up my food and spit it into my mouth. Which is basically like eating baby food already. Or like cat food. But with spit. And that's gross. Just put your food in a food processor and put some water in it. Don't chew it up and spit it into someone else's mouth. So that's the question of the day. Why don't birds have nipples? Do you think birds should have nipples? I would say yes. That's my opinion. I think birds should have nipples. I think Taco Bell should sell nipples. Like little nipples that have like mild sauce in them. And you squeeze it. That'd be like a baby food campaign for Taco Bell. I should work for Taco Bell. I think I'd be a really good candidate for a Taco Bell ad campaign, I guess, about the mild nipple. I don't want them to have sayings on them like the little packets do, though. No one wants to read a nipple. Babies can't read anyway. What's your favorite thing to get at Taco Bell? That's another question of the day. Taco Bell? Question mark? Taco Bell. So we're talking about nipples, mama bird, baby bird, and Taco Bell. And milk. I really want to talk about milk. Milk is really good. There's a lot of good things about milk. There's a lot of calcium in milk, in cow milk. Helps your bones get strong. It tastes fine. There's a lot of different kinds. Whole milk, 2%, 1%, skim. And then there's almond milk. Oh, I love nut milk. I love any kind of nut milk. Cashew milk and almond milk. Those are the only two I've had. So I don't really love any kind. Just cashew and almond. But they're really good. They're healthier. And the only problem is that they're more expensive. But at what cost? You know what I mean? Like at what? Your body deserves nut milk. Like you worked hard to get to this point in your life where you are happy, you're healthy, and you're a young teen or middle-aged person or an old person. You've accomplished something in your life that warrants a nice cup of nut milk, you know? Cashew milk, especially. Almond milk is perfectly fine, but if you have the opportunity to drink cashew milk, let me tell you, something special about cashew milk. There's some kind of milk that I think I would like to try. Goat milk, I think, would be kind of cool to try. I've had goat cheese only once, and it wasn't anything special necessarily, but maybe a goat's milk is. There's a difference between cheese and milk. You don't make milk sandwiches, you can make a grilled cheese, you can't make a grilled milk. And I'm telling you guys right now, that's what I'm going to live by for the rest of my life. You can make a grilled cheese, you can't make a grilled milk. Dairy products, are awesome. Yogurt, sour cream, cottage cheese, one of my favorite foods, obviously. Processed cheese is okay. Fresh cheese is also okay. I'm not really a cheese guy, unless it's cottage. What's your favorite kind of cheese? That's another question of the day. We got a lot of questions going on in this podcast. There's going to be a lot of audience participation. I need you guys to tell me things. I need you guys to indulge with me in the idea of the podcast. There are a few things that I want to say, not pertaining to nut milk or Taco Bell or nipples or anything like that. I want to say, first of all, thank you for listening to my podcast, I guess. This is only the first one. They'll only get better from here. Second of all, I want to ask, what should I talk about on the show? What should the show be about? And what kind of people should I have on? Obviously, no celebrities, no weird, random, crazy people. But I could have Tony Ross from Ross Real Estate Valuation Services on this show. He sponsors the scoreboard for the high school football games. He's pretty much famous. I could have him on the show. He's my father. He has got a lot of things to say, just like I do. Except he's probably not as quirky. He's probably not as awesome. He's definitely not as funny. And he's half as handsome. So, he's really not that famous, I guess, compared to me, but that's about as big as I'm gonna get, guys. Who else should I have on? I could have my mom on, my cat. My cat can't really talk, but you guys can look at him. I don't really know. I want to know who you guys would like to see on this show. Maybe a teacher, maybe a student, maybe a coworker of yours. I don't have a coworker. I'm a solo man. This is a solo production, and I cannot stress that enough. What else was I gonna ask? I was gonna ask one more thing. What should I talk about? Who should I have on? And what kind of music? I'm gonna play music in the back. I've been playing music this whole time. Probably just the same song the whole time. And I want to know, should I have it kind of low-key music? Should I have some hype music in the background? Boom, 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 Rocky IV music. Should I have some really suspenseful music? Maybe there's a big lead at the end. There's a big surprise where I come out and I say, hey, you get a car, you get a car. Everybody gets a car. But it's just suspenseful horror music and you think something bad's going to happen. But you end up getting a car because I'm actually Oprah. Or I could have some classical music, like Beethoven. That's about all I can think of for classical music. Picasso, he makes some good music. What else? What other kind of music is there? That's pretty much it, honestly. There's calm music, there's rock, intense music, suspenseful music, and classical music. That's it. And I think that's what the choices are. So maybe I'll make a poll or something. Rocky IV, classical, Rocky IV, Beethoven, calm, or Oprah music. And that's going to be it. That's all I've got for today. Wrapping it up, nice and short and sweet, concise, 15-minute podcast. Really a nice solid start for today. I wouldn't really consider this a podcast all the way. I would say like a mini cast, like Pocast or Pugcast. Or just cast. It's just a cast. We've just casted today. And that's really all we need to do. So, I want to thank you guys again for coming and listening and participating in this journey. This embarkment? That's not a word. This is going downhill quick. I said it would only get better from here, and it's gone straight into the bucket, if you know what I'm saying. I just need to end this thing as quickly as I can so that it does not get any worse. So, again, thank you guys for coming out. I'm going to have a schedule maybe. Yeah, I'm going to have a schedule out. Probably once a week, maybe twice a week. It depends. We'll do something. We'll have something special going on. Podcast once a week, at least. I'm going to say at least, starting in November. So I might have another one out in October. But starting in November, I'm going to have one once a week, at least. That's my goal. So, try to hold me to that. You guys have my word. You guys have to trust in me. I told you guys I'm a solo man. I can't do everything by myself. But I've got to try. And that's the beauty of this whole project. So, anyway, that's going to be it for this podcast. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it very much. Appreciate all my fans. Biggest supporters out there. Thank you guys. I love you all. Have a great day, night, morning, depending on when you're listening to this. You can listen to this multiple times. It could probably put you to sleep. It's so boring. But that's going to be it. We're going to end it right here. So thank you guys again. And I'll talk to you guys next time.